With the Capitol riot, COVID relief, and the vaccine race dominating the headlines, the Biden administration is quietly moving ahead on other major priorities. Infrastructure, immigration, and fighting climate change are all flying under the radar right now. And as the president tours storm-ravaged Texas, at the White House today, climate change is front and center. The CEOs of major U.S. airlines, including American, United, and Delta, are meeting virtually with two of the president's top climate advisors. It is all about reducing carbon emissions in air travel. And there's also this today. The Washington Post reporting that the National Hurricane Center is considering moving up the start date for hurricane season because major storms are forming earlier due to climate change, they believe. Joining me now is the Senior Vice President and Chief Communications Officer for United Airlines, Josh Earnest. In his former life, as I'm sure everyone out there knows, he was the White House press secretary in the Obama administration, one of them at least. Josh, it is really great to see you. Thanks for coming on. Talk to me about what United Airlines is trying to do to get ahead of this. I know there is some talk about curbing emissions by 2050.
It's good to see you too, Katie. So thank you for the opportunity today. We're really encouraged by the fact that the first big White House meeting of the airline industry CEOs is a meeting that's focused on climate change. This is an issue that has been front and center for United Airlines for a long time. And we made a big announcement at the end of last year. We made a commitment to go 100% green, which means that we would reduce our carbon emissions to zero, our net carbon emissions to zero by 2050. And we do it without relying on traditional carbon offsets. It means making important investments in things like sustainable aviation fuels, carbon sequestration, and even electric aircraft, short-haul electric aircraft. So there is a role for the federal government to play to help us invest in the kind of technology and make the advances that will be necessary to achieve this ambitious goal.
Well, can you help us understand what the carbon capture technology that United might use? How would that work?
Well, we partnered with a group called 1PointFive, and essentially this is direct air capture technology. And we made an investment in the largest direct air capture plant in North America. It's a plant that hasn't been built yet, but it has the potential to basically, it is what it sounds like. It captures carbon from the air and stores it permanently underground. Those are the kinds of permanent solutions that we're going to have to consider, because if you think about the essence of our industry, we're going to have to burn fossil fuels in order to power our aircraft. The prospect of long-range electric aircraft is something that is not in the near future. And if we've learned anything from the global pandemic and the terrible impact it's had on our industry, it's that we are actually really nimble. We are agile. And this is a problem that we can't delay any further. So it's time for serious action. And we're pleased to talk to the administration about things like a tax credit for sustainable aviation fuel that would allow sustainable aviation fuel to be produced at a commercial scale so that more airlines can use it. Right now, United Airlines actually has a commitment. We've purchased more sustainable aviation fuel than the rest of the world's airlines combined. And the only limiting factor right now is the ability to produce this fuel at scale. So things like clever tax cuts or tax credits that would make it commercially viable could have a profound impact on our industry and on shrinking our carbon footprint.
You're talking about incentives. Are you hoping that the Biden administration will give you more incentives rather than trying to impose more regulations on the airline industry? Air travel is one of the biggest polluters that's out there. And, as I'm sure you're well aware, there have been multiple reports, including one from the UN, that we are very behind in getting ahead of climate change, that we really need to act with urgency. And I wonder if making a commitment to 2050 and just relying on incentives is enough.
I think it is enough. You've certainly seen from our industry, and I guess maybe I should just speak for United, you've certainly seen a clear commitment from United that we need to take serious steps to confront this challenge. We can't put it off anymore. And even though we're going through the worst financial crisis that our industry has ever faced, even we're willing to stand up and say, we can't delay this work to fight climate change any further. And that's why we've made this investment in electric aircraft that we announced just earlier this month. We made this multi-million-dollar investment in direct air capture, and we're eager to make additional investments in sustainable aviation fuel, because that's going to be critically important to reducing our carbon emissions as well. So we've got a lot of tools that can make a big impact. We just need to be able to use them at a commercial scale. That's why we certainly welcome steps by our competitors who want to try to match us in this space. but we definitely would welcome support from the federal government to provide the kind of financial incentives that would give producers the ability and, frankly, the financial ability to produce this kind of sustainable aviation fuel that we've invested in at a commercial scale, and we're ready to use it.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.